Hi, ABSOLVER, or whatever the case may be. This is a new title from an indie game dev that I never heard of, and it's like oriented server. So I don't really know about the majority of the game so far, but I can assure you that this was one of those IPs that I'm kind of familiar with. Now, I don't know about the whole IP as a whole, but I can tell that this is one of those games that you guys so play, and we may as well play, we may as well play as a character. Now, it has some female customization, and I mean, I usually play as a female because they usually have more variety. I don't know why, but I usually play as females most of the time. Oh, yeah. No, maybe I usually play as females because that's my origin. Plus, they don't usually give you a detailed map, so it's kind of similar to Nier Automata at the beginning, but I don't know if you really could connect Nier Automata with this title, but it's kind of confusing to say the least. But even the males get their feminine haircut. I didn't even know which one is. The females get more options compared to the males, but that would be a double standard. I honestly don't know well, but it's kind of confusing, but we might as well go with that default. Okay, might as well pick this default skin. So we have combat styles that have anything else. Now, knowing me, I'm more of a parry person, so I might as well use the wind farm ability. Oh, you know who I am. I'm using the high acidness going on. I'm not sure how the gameplay works, but oh, contains not alphabetic. Do I have to put an underscore into the mix? Oh, contains not alphanumeric. Alright, we might as well go with NGP node. Oh. Okay, so is there any name we can actually pick from anything else? Contains non-alphanumeric? I don't know. We might as well call it Octane. How do you even name so far? You can't press the self. Do we have to put the number? B17. Oh, you have to put a number, but the first one needs to be B17 bomber. We might as well call it You know, we might as well cut it 2B because forget it. We might as well cut it 2B. Maybe a huge knockoff, but I might as well whip up Near Automata to this point. 2B. Don't ask why, but this is a bootleg version of Near Automata. I keep saying that, but that's because I never really played the first IP. But you have to excuse my hiatus. Yeah, now I wanted to show some gameplay of this because this is a very new IP you get. Plus, this is one of the stuff I never really heard of because this is one of those obscure titles that never really caught my attention until now. Plus, I'm waiting for an IP from Amazon, so yeah. I wonder if there really are subtitles. Or does our avatar to say these? I don't know the story, but it is what it is. I don't know though, but yeah, I don't even know the plot. Kind of weird. Okay, so let's see how the combat works. We're doing good. Okay, so this is the gameplay so far. So square is attack, circle is the dodge, triangle is for a drawn attack, and L2 is for your gun. I guess you don't need to know about the controls so far, but I guess this was a Nintendo Switch exclusive, and I guess that they wanted to put it through, but so by pressing L3, you can sprint. They don't really give you the tutorial, but you usually have to figure out on your own merit. I'm sorry, but apparently you can't even jump in this IP. Okay. Did it slightly glitch with no context? You don't jump, you get us walk above ground. This is kind of weird to say this, but for any game it has a lot of potential, but I usually want to fight any NPCs to fight with, especially the enemies I never face. So you're supposed to go here and not to the cliff. So they actually give you the tutorial. So you do have a step up medium, but it's not wood. So apparently attacks consume stamina to some point. Although the stepping is kind of different, you pretty much actually have to micromanage your stamina to some degree. I don't know why, but they didn't give you that much instructions. So wait, are we taking inspiration from Neo? Sorry. I was not aware that it has different attack alternatives. Weird. I was not aware that would be the case. If this was God Hand, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know how the mechanics work, but I'm assuming that you get more experience as it goes on. Oh, right. So the whole point of the combat mechanics is that the whole point of the combat is to master it at some point. It has different mechanics that I never heard of a action-oriented IP, but this is kind of different to cities. So you can't. So apparently. You gain experience for using different attacks. And you used to use some health to some degree. I was not aware that you could actually gain experience, but they didn't really tell you that in the tutorial. Surprisingly, you don't waste stamina when you sprint. Kinda weird, but fine to defeat Shaiwan. I pretty much have no context of what to even give commentary. So this is pretty much similar to Dark Souls in a way where you get hit and your health regenerates based on the amount of enemies you kill. I'm so confused from this title that the combat is so different. I mean, when I play action-oriented games, especially beat-em-ups, oh, you could actually increase your XP, more right. It claims that Betty's strength is not met or gating monster finding or mass. It's about shining the Asia above the body at the maximum power, which is complete instinct. So we have an A in dexterity, but for that is kind of go. I mean, we don't have to worry about health, but I guess if we have to grind, so be it. Wait. So wait. So if we equip that, we actually will increase it down. So we have to increase some of the dexterity? But why would it even decrease it? I don't know, maybe that was a day one pass we get it for free. So you can actually avoid. It has different mechanics that they actually implemented to some degree. I don't know the context, but I have to assume that this pretty much takes inspiration from God Hand, maybe Nier Automata. Well, I don't know, but whatever the case might be, there's one of those beat 'em ups that actually be infested. Yeah, they now make it easier by including mechanics that are kinda foreign. So you can meditate. So I guess we should increase our vitality because you got a lot of enemies that will kill you for anything else. And maybe a Dark Souls X type of IP, but I'm not surprised if they make it so much difficult to the point. I never understand why you get penalties for wearing office that will increase your health. I'm kind of confused, but I guess they will about weight, but you also get a decrease of space and mobility, with I don't know why you get penalties, but I wouldn't know. The only thing I actually could give a stress about is that this is a fairly new IP that has different mechanics that never really expected, even from a indie game perspective. But that could be an understatement because I'm not sure how the game will play out. It could be a Dark Souls X type of IP. And only that you would even know what's in store. So I guess that's the boss of each level. So I guess you have to exploit the whole systematic system if you want to progress. Because the way they actually have it so far is kind of confusing to say the least. Not that it actually matters, but I don't usually expect this to be a high octane maneuver. I mean, the mechanics are kind of foreign to me to understand. It's not as if I suck at this. I said I never managed this to be a huge maneuver. You can't kill them with it's disappointing, but So you do get XP based on the amount of combos you actually exploit. And mostly this are kind of easy, but I'm assuming that once you get to the other stages of this title, the enemies will use weapons, and something would take a lot of times. So watch this now in fight stance. Wait. Again, I don't know the whole context, but I guess that you were supposed to get to that location. They don't usually explain it, but you wouldn't know. I have to admit, this is one of those decent fighting type of IPs that I usually play. Now, I could use these. Now, I was kind of busy with Gravity Rush. The only reason I was in a hiatus on making videos for the past maybe 3 to 2 days is because I was trying to grind for dusty tokens for Gravity Rush 2. Because apparently by the 19th, the souls for Gravity Rush 2 are gonna be concluded, meaning that we actually could keep our lives so you can actually get the treasures. I wouldn't know, but that's why. Plus, I have to do the infamous Dusty Coin glitch, which was kind of repetitive, but I managed to get it through. Now on this IP. It's been a long time since I actually make a video on this channel. When it's just kind of weird. I was kind of busy with the Nintendo Labo scenario. And kill your opponents 3 times. Okay, so this game is this game is also available online. I'm not sure why you get penalized for using weapons, but I can see why what made protagonists wear max, because the character model is kind of weird. To become, so we have to defeat Ryza in the Handy Gardens. So this is a Dark Souls X type of IP, but I had to assume it's gonna be difficult. I guess that you should probably grind if you want to get. Now, judging about the fact that we have a important final boss, my only predicament is that we should probably grind, maybe a yard. But I'm not the one that usually want to increase view time as I progress to the IP. I would rather just actually make a video of the products that I made, because I'm not the one that makes the same video. There are way other IPs that need to be showcased and viewed, and I feel that it's not really fair if I stick to the one game and just play it all the way through. Don't get me wrong, I mean the game has potential to some degree. I just usually hope that it has some residue to maneuver. I don't know. Oh yeah, I forgot this game was online only. I did it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this game uses online DRM. You can play this game offline, but then again you couldn't even get XP. Oh boy, this is where this is where it seems like gonna get complicated. Again, the PS4 may not have the best netcode, but bear with me. I couldn't even play this on the Nintendo Switch if I wanted to. And even if I did, I needed a capture card. And knowing me, I don't have a capture card until much later. So this was really confusing on my part. If I have the chance, maybe, but I don't expect this title to be fundamentally better. You just teleport to some degree. I'm kind of confused, but Houdini entered the area. Okay, so it keeps saying that a player enters the area, but I don't know where you actually see them. I'm not even sure what's going on to the point. He's not even fighting. I mean, how is this even an enemy? He's not even doing anything. I guess I just should affect more of my stamina. I hope we don't get a alternative ending. But seriously, that was the only NPC that didn't really fight back. Kind of weird, but kind of weird. I didn't know there was actually that going on. I'm not sure what was the whole point of the engine, but I had to assume that they used an outdated piece of engine. But then again, I'm not sure how bad the netcode works. So we have to defeat the Mark once, and it shows us a map. And I don't even know how it usually works, but I might give it a try. We got the Frag-Shi Noble Juice, so I guess that this takes place in Chinese mythology, but okay. Again, I don't understand why you get penalties for using items that will increase. I mean, is it bad enough if I want to use it? Does this game penalize you to use weapons? I just don't get it. I mean, I have to admit, the environment in this type of title is kind of new to me. It's really detail oriented. There's a lot of textures, lighting, and a lot of maneuver being added. I only wish that the online netcode wasn't so bad. I had to ask. So wait. If we equip that, we get penalized, but why? I don't understand why you get penalized for using equipment that will increase your stats. They don't do much, so I don't really see the whole point. So we have to defeat the Mark ones, so we have to commit homicide to progress. So you can take 4 damage. So I guess we have to increase on stamina to the point. But you only get 1 ability coin, so you have to use it wisely. So the only thing I can use is that you're supposed to have mobility. So the only thing I can actually use for skills is strength, dexterity, vitality, endurance, and mobility, which was give us a huge increase on gear. I guess this game emphasizes so much about gear that you need it so much. I really know. I just picked the goodwill skill. Yeah, your whole point is try to defeat the Mark ones. I mean, for a game that is artistic at its own merit, I get kudos for the props. But the whole scene seems kind of fake to the point. I don't know, but maybe that was the whole art style, but I'm trying to have a high stamina rate before I get to the final boss, I think. There's no mini map, or at least I'm assuming there's a mini map because the face cam I'm using is kind of blocking. I wouldn't know what's going on, but it's weird. But I wish I have a clear understanding what is going on. But just let me know. Because someone will generate their health, but you have to kill them before they actually get the chance. I didn't know it actually was easier to level up. Oh, we can't really increase our nobility. The only thing we can actually increase is the SDVE, strength, dexterity, vitality, endurance, all that stuff. And it's actually important to have it because when it comes to high level play, you need to beat the final boss. Well, that's kind of weird. So let's see what we have if we try to equip the okay, so based on theory, if we equip this, we get a 22% bond card. I wouldn't know. I'm trying to use this setup as best I could. I'm trying to make sure which one is my best suit play style before I actually play Devil's Advocate. I guess we have to backtrack where we came from, but I'm not sure where. So we already entered this area before? I don't know. I guess I should try different layouts to see which one is kind of best for me and my best play style. They don't give a lot of detail on what's going on with the whole IP. It's kind of glitchy to some degree, and it's kind of laggy, but really with the PS4 netcode, it's not really that much superior. Which I had to expect that was going to happen anyway, but tomato, you can't really expect perfection. I guess we have to backtrack or where we originally came. Huh. Weird as it is, they don't usually give a lot of detail. I mean, the tutorial gives you some insight how the controls function, how they use the manufacture, but they don't usually give you a lot of exploration. Can you fight? Okay, so you could kill. So there's PvP going on. Oh wait, this is kind of different. I didn't know there was actually PvP action going on. I thought it was actually neutral. I thought it was a PvE section, but it was a PvE match. Oh, wait. I don't know where to actually begin, but okay, so we can't go back because we can't jump, so we have to go to the other way possible. Kind of weird how you can't really jump, but the only way you can actually progress is if you actually have. Okay. So I'm not sure how the whole gameplay works. So there are essence to the point. I don't know. So you could get EXP from Kenio. You know, I don't even know the whole context. They don't give you an objective. I give you a waypoint. You just have to assume you went there. Granted, you don't use stamina when sprinting, but this title is kind of new because you have to make time for exploration and try to find what you need to accomplish. You can't swim. Yeah, you can't swim. So do we use EXP by dying? Apparently not. You don't get penalties for dying. And the lag is kinda unbearable. I wasn't aware that the netcode was gonna be so bad in this title, but apparently you just teleport around with no added context. I never understand why they would try to make it a Dark Souls theme, but I played Bloodborne in the past, and I say that I've been playing that type of title for a couple of whiles. For once, we actually got an NPC that actually attacks. So let's see if the outfit that we got at the beginning is really superior. Okay, so the AI is kinda out of bounds. Alright, I guess I'm not the only one that has dealt with combat readiness. Weird. So there's other players that are doing combat, but I'm spontaneously teleported with no explanation. Why is the PvE going on? Are you guys having fun, or are you guys... Okay, that was kind of weird, but I don't understand the context, so I'm just going to assume that was the usual case. How does it really... I'm gonna use all the I'm going to try to experiment with all of the going to spend with all the office because it's a really confusing system to follow through. They don't make it simple by having all the gear, but I guess that the own gear is determined by your own strength. They don't make the whole scene easy, to say the least. It just makes it more confusing to understand. There are some outfits that give them benefits and advantages, but they don't usually stay consistent and give you all the information that you actually needed. So you kind of left confused of what is actually going on for the moment. And the fact you don't even know what's going on is beyond me. Again, I'm going to make the assumption that my media map is actually blocking the media map that I have. But I wouldn't even know. You get weapons easily from the ground. And had to assume that this was pretty much easy for a Dark Souls game. I don't know. I mean, I guess exploration matters to some degree. I don't know what's wrong with hit detection, but kind of weird, but so did I don't get the whole part, but this is one of those easy IPs that you usually get yourself killed. I don't know what's going on, but there's so many crashes that I can't give myself maneuver. I mean, there's all the NPCs going around, but I don't even know how are the context. I don't know what's wrong with the netcode, but it's either moderately bad or it has really bad connectivity issues, which is kind of strange because I usually play online games on the PS4 and they're not even that bad. Well, except that must cause, but if we respawn now, we will usually. I didn't know you actually take fall damage. So this is a Dark Souls clone, to say the least. I'm not sure why, but this is one of those confusing titles that will never ask myself. "50 seconds, and well, I don't even know if we want to continue. This is one of those titles that I can't even imagine. But I wouldn't know. Weird. You have to wait 50 minutes to respawn. I have all the time since I'm, well, currently looking for appointment. You can respawn, but you can pretty much die. I'm not sure what's wrong with the netcode, but the fact that some of the fact that the game has act glitchy makes it difficult to believe. I don't know how long it would take, but I'm actually Master Crit. I will continue playing the game if I wanted to, but even if I wanted to continue playing, it's actually really difficult. Part of the problem I have with some of the title, which I don't know if you noticed, sometimes the game is kind of glitchy. I don't know if it might be because of the netcode issue, but the servers are kind of weird to handle. I don't know what's going on with the servers, but my guess is that is it because they're not used to the whole IP? But then again, I'm not used to the whole games they have, because the PS4 net coding is kind of worse, and on the Nintendo Switch it was actually more superior compared to it. So I never see the whole point into why it has to be the case. But in comparison, I wouldn't be surprised to say the least. Well, my mouse does ended on the shine note saying that it's a pretty average game. It was trying to replicate Dark Souls as a whole, and I think that it was trying to be a postinator. The boss fight, I'm not sure if the game is actually, on the short, but based on the fact, this game is kind of glitchy. If they would give you an option to actually play offline, that would be better, but apparently it does not. So, this is pretty much ABSOLVER. I will continue playing this game, not while making a stream, but also making some progress once I make a lot of details into it. So, rather than that, sign up for a better ultimatum, and hope you guys are ready for another video tomorrow or later. Signing out, peace out, and sayonara.